Bum 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 bum. It's market update time. Let's get straight into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Bum 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 bum. Hear the drums drumming. Hear the drums drumming. Oh, anyway, let's get into the two charts, guys. Hope you're doing well, guys. I wanted to just give you a quick little update on the markets. Obviously, pretty much nothing down in the markets. If I just bring up, say a 3-month view on all of these charts through here, what we're looking at here, guys, is obviously you probably can see this is the S&P chart, this is the Dow chart, this is the Russell chart, this is the Nasdaq chart. So you can see what's happening through there. Pretty much a flat day across the board. The weakest was actually the Dow Jones, which having a slight pullback through here. And it's really interesting to see what's actually happening through here. So let me just go through these markets. And the reason why I'm showing you this view here, because guys, sometimes when you're trading your analysis, sometimes it's important to have different views of how you look at the market. So guys, what I mean by that is this, is that sometimes, like if I look at this, I look at all indexes here. And this one here, I'll just be looking at the lines. You know what I mean? So this is just all line chart of the Russell, Nasdaq, the SLV price, Dow Jones 20, Dow Jones Transportation Average, and the S&P 500. Just a line chart. Now that I do that because sometimes it's going to show me what's going on. But then suddenly I'll look at this one here. And what is this one here? This is the hourly chart. And then I'll be looking at this hourly chart. Now, I don't do this all the time. I go through them one by one. I'm saying, is there something speaking to me right now that I'm not seeing? And sometimes I can see that on the hourly chart. Sometimes I can see this. So on the hourly chart on the S&P 500, you can see how looks like we might be getting a bit of a topping action through here. On the Dow Jones, looks like we formed a little bit of head and shoulder. So sometimes I do that. And then I'll go like all indexes here. So, and then sometimes I'll lay them like that. And again, guys, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get a gauge of what this market's doing. And as you can see, guys, most of my time I'm just looking at the price action. I'm looking at the chart. And I'm trying to get a gauge of what's actually going on here. And sometimes when you squeeze your chart up like this, you can get a greater insight of what the market is doing. And so by looking at these markets and looking at these charts, there's obviously a lot of things that I see. Now, this is obviously the SPY here, and this is the VIX here. We don't need to worry about those. So let me bring this over here like that. Bam. And so the first thing I wanted to share with you guys is this, is the Russell. The Russell, to me, it's struggling to go up and it's struggling to go down. It's just sort of going sideways through here. Are we going to break up or break down on the Russell? I don't know. I actually think the Russell is going to be dragged down with the market. There's a bit of key of what I'm thinking there. The Dow Jones is not really giving me any sign, because we are starting to slowly pull back on the Dow Jones, and also looking at the Russell as well too. Now, guys, this is just what I see. It doesn't mean I'm going to trade what I see now, because I don't trade every single day. I don't get in and get out and all that sort of stuff. So, looking at these markets, looking at these charts, the Dow Jones and the Russell are not really giving me any clear indication of what's going on. Looking at the S&P. Looking at the S&P and looking at the, let me bring this up here, looking at the S&P and looking at the Nasdaq, we are getting an extended run to the high side. Now, we can stay in this extended run to the high side for quite some time. And how long we stay in the channel, we don't know. So it's really, this is generally a reversal pattern. And if I bring up my charts and bring up, say, my line, you can see how we've had this sort of, let me bring up something a bit smaller there. Line, black, let's go 5. 5. That one there. Yeah, like that. So you can see how we're getting, let's do that again. I'll get it. There we go. So you can see how we're getting this small little runs. We've had this run to the high side, and we're getting this small little channel. Now that channel can stay in place for quite some time, and you know, and we don't know when it's going to break. Same with this one here. We're getting this run to the high side, and now we're getting this channel to the high side. That's actually a reversal pattern, meaning it's actually a weak pattern. Now we don't know when it's going to break out of that, but when it does break, we're likely to get a good breakdown, probably about probably a good 30 to 50% of the retracement of this move at least. So this is actually a very weak pattern, and you know, I don't know what the market's holding for. I don't know what the market's waiting for, but that's what I see in the markets. I don't know what the market's waiting for, but that's what I see on the charts. And maybe the charts are waiting for the FOMC announcement. I'm pretty sure that's what they're waiting for. But looking at this, guys, we could actually run up and hit this high up here of this resistance here. If that happens, the Nasdaq's going to come up and hit this first level here of my target area, which be the 5,146 level. And then in that case, the Dow Jones would have a little run back up towards the highs as well too. So this is just what I'm looking at here, guys. We don't know what's going to happen. No one knows what's going to happen. But looking at this chart, this is actually a reversal pattern, and it will break out soon. We don't know how long they're going to keep it in this channel, but very soon we're going to get this sort of action. We're going to break out, and we're going to break out to the downside, and that's just what happens when you get this sort of a move. You can see it back here. The market ran up, and then we had this small little channel to the high side, and then guess what? We had a pullback. All right. What happened here? We had a run up, and then we get this small little channel through here, and then we get a pullback. Yeah, as you can see it. So that's what happens when the market has this run, and we had these strong buyers and these weak buyers, and that turns straight into a reversal of the market. Anyway, guys, remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today. I'm not going to BS you here. Trading is hard. Over my 10 years of trading, I've learned some amazing systems and strategies, and I've put it all in my brand new Grab the Markets by the Balls course, and I'm giving you 100% free access. This whole course is 12 videos long and almost 10 hours of the best systems and strategies that I know. Click on the image below now to get 100% free access right now.